Vice President Kashim Shettima says it is the responsibility of elected leaders in Nigeria to market the nation's democracy in terms of equality of governance and their conduct and disposition towards the rule of law and respect for the welfare and security of citizens. Shettima gave the assertion at the opening ceremony of the National Conference on Strengthening Democracy in Nigeria held in Abuja on Monday. Correspondent Nabuchi sent in this report.
Gathered here are the who is who in African politics. They have gathered to postulate and seek ways of improving democracy, both Nigeria and Africa as a continent. Among other things they seek are good governance and political integrity. Nigeria's Vice President, who was represented by a Special Advisor on Political Matters, Akim Baba Ahmed, on the need for Nigerian democracy to mean more than asking people to line up every 4 years to elect leaders, and that leaders commit to the demands of elected leadership in a very transparent manner that will encourage good governance. Shettima also wants leaders in the democratic system to lead with vision which identifies a path and destination that ultimately benefit the citizens, even where some have legitimate reservations or issues with them.
Nigerian democracy must mean a lot more than asking Nigerians to line up every 4 years to elect leaders. It must mean, in practical terms, that leaders commit to the demands of elected leadership in very transparent manners. That mandates given to them to govern make them servants to people, to interests of the people, custodians of their assets, and protectors of their interests.
The conference also availed other African leaders the opportunity to suggest ways to improve African democracy and bring succor to the citizens. The former Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Mahamudu Bawumia, urged African leaders to take decisive actions to demonstrate that to govern is to advance the interests and welfare of the people. He sought the reconfiguration of Africa's economic system, processes and institutions in a manner that prioritizes the next meal for the majority of the people.
Ladies and gentlemen, between 2020 and 2023, there have been about 8 coup d'etats in Africa. A few leaders have also changed or are changing their constitutions to allow them to stay in power beyond their constitutionally mandated terms.
I want to remind us all that the success of Nigerian democracy lies in our hands. This conference is just the beginning for us, the conveners, of a sustained effort to rebuild our democracy. We must commit ourselves to active engagement, persistent advocacy, and unwavering dedication to the principles of accountability, integrity, and transparency.
In all, speakers at the event emphasized the need to work assiduously to strengthen democracy by staying true to its prerequisite, despite the imperfections of democracy, which in many areas remain the preferred form of governance that can guarantee individual liberties and rights.